Hey, this is Queens Talking Reality. I am Elisa,
And I'm Farah.
and we are going to do some quick tea. Okay, we're going to run through a couple of topics, and you tell us your thoughts down below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, the like button, and the comment button. Engage with us. Let's go.
Get right into some of the hot topics this week. First, Tamar and her message on Instagram regarding a peach holder threatening her and the peach holder's husband. So when I heard that, I automatically thought of Candy because they're on that tour now. Isn't she part of the Escape tour with Candy? Candy's Atlanta peach holder. But rumor is it might not be Candy she's talking about. It might be Tiny.
No, but she said a peach holder. Why would it be Tiny and her husband?
Well, I was watching some other commentators saying because peach holder meaning somebody who's big in Atlanta, not a housewife, is a peach holder, meaning someone in Atlanta who is somewhat famous, reputable, high society, well-known.
Mm-hmm.
Could be Tiny. But I don't know if it's Tiny. I'm still thinking it could be Candy. But anyway, my opinion about this, why the hell is Tamar putting this and not telling who it is? If you're going to talk about somebody threatening you, let us know who it is. Not all these subliminal messages for us to try to figure it out. Now we're saying it might be Tiny, it might be Candy. Who is it? Whose husband's threatening you? Could it be Todd? I don't see Todd doing it. I do see T.I. doing it. So I don't know. I just think it was looking for tension seeking, and now you making it seem like it could be Candy. People looking Candy side-eyed, people looking Tiny side-eyed. It's wrong on all levels.
I thought it was Eva. I initially thought it was Eva because she said something like, what was the comment? She said she don't want to. She said because they don't want y'all to know how effed up they are as people and city officials. City officials. That was like a key word.
But somebody said something about T.I. having a key. So I saw a commentator saying a little bit of city officials as to why they thought it could have been T.I. But Eva doesn't even hold a peach now.
That's true. But neither does Tiny. So Tiny's out of the equation too, if we think about it like that.
Tamar, like she be saying, take several seats. Because at this point, you're making us all speculate other random people that have nothing to do with the stupid thing you're posting. You should have said, so-and-so's husband threatened me. If something happened to me, be on the lookout. Number one suspect. You didn't say that. So for Tamar, she needs to take several seats.
But I don't think what made me realize that she's not talking about Eva, and it's kind of like we can kind of like figure out who she's talking about, even though she didn't say. It's kind of like she put a comment on Eva's page basically apologizing and saying, sorry, girl, I dragged you into this because me and you are cool or whatever she said, something like that. So she's out of the equation.
Anywho, it could be Candy or Tiny because they are on the tour. But again, you're putting, if somebody's threatening me and I'm a little worried about the threat, I'm saying who it is on social media.
I think it's Candy.
Come after me legally. But if I have proof you threaten me, I'm not just going to put some little messages online. That's stupid.
It's Candy. I believe that it's Candy and Ty because Candy and Tamar had a rocky relationship anyway. I don't know if you watched Big Brother, but they were on,
I heard about it. I didn't see it though.
Yeah, they were on the Celebrity Big Brother, and I love Big Brother, so I did watch it. And they had beef initially when it started, and then during Big Brother they came together. They talked about the beef they already had and how they wasn't speaking, and they made good on the show. Like they left the house. Tamar ended up winning the season of Big Brother. She won $1 million or something like that.
Yes,
500. Yeah, she won, and then her and Candy started back being friends again. And then recently, I don't know if you saw that Candy started like crying when she was getting interviewed about Carlos King. And she was basically saying that Carlos King is starting, like he's doing a documentary on Escape. And she was saying that she wanted to do it and he's doing it without her permission. and she was like really upset because they were cool. So apparently Tamar spoke on that and gave her opinion and had Carlos King back and was basically like, he's good with doing it. Like I'm fine with that. Or whatever she said. She made some type of comment in favor of Carlos King.
I heard that too.
So I think from there, if you kind of like think about it, when they was on a tour, from what they said, rumor has it that Todd went backstage and confronted Tamar about the comments that she made in regards to Carlos King in a documentary. But to me, I'm like, Todd is really like kind of laid back. He don't be saying nothing on the show to nobody. He don't confront nobody.
Because it's for Marlo.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Tamar is making too much of nothing because you put the post, it's there, and then nothing else. So moving right along, I think she's doing it for attention because we're talking about it on our quick tea.
Mm-hmm.
So, attention seeker.
Yeah, she probably was pissed off. Somebody said something to her. Maybe Todd did say a couple of words to her, and she probably thought about it afterwards and then want to bring us into it. Like, girl, like you said, give us some more that we can hang our hat on. Until then, don't come with this, like, little bit of tea. Not even tea.
Droplets. So the next one, Cynthia making appearances, I hear, on Atlanta Housewife as a friend. Cynthia should not be coming back on the show. That's my opinion. She was boring. She's even more boring from Mike Hill and Chill Hill. She needs to stay away from the show. She's not bringing anything to the show, even as a friend. And I saw her interview. Oh, yeah, because I miss the girls. I miss going on the trips. I miss being around them. She's looking for a free ticket to trips, for rides, entertainment.
I think she needs the money. She's not working. Like, does she got a steady job?
She does little acting gigs. She has a little job. She didn't have a job before when she married Hill. She left because she married now. She don't need the show. Now you're going to crawl back because the man, and you're not married anymore. Like, she was boring. Her storyline was getting married. She's not married. You're coming back on the show. No one wants to see you date. No one wants to hear about the Cynthia wine cellar. No one wants to hear about your modeling agency. You're boring. You've been boring once Peter left. Once Peter left, you've been boring.
I think she is. I think she was boring too. I don't know what she's I think it's even gonna be worse as a friend, but maybe not because we're not gonna see that much of her. And she did say that. I actually saw the interview where she kind of announced it on this podcaster's YouTube channel. She basically said that, it would be nice. She said she gave her all to the Housewives franchise. She gave her life. She gave her marriages. She gave it up. She gave it up to all of us and let us into her life. And she was basically saying, like, now she's ready to take a back seat and hold her life, her personal life, to herself and keep it to herself and just come in and out of scenes when it calls for it. So she just seems like, I don't know, to me, she was giving herself a lot of credit, basically saying that a lot of the scenes came from things that she organized, like the Bailey Q and stuff like that. She was basically saying she gave a lot and now she's not giving no more. So she's good with being a friend. And now she's going to come back because she's not married. She's coming back to Atlanta. She's not going to be in LA because she's not married to him anymore. And he was in LA. She went to LA for him. So basically now she's back in Atlanta. She don't got shit else to do. So why not get a check? I would do the same.
Get to go to lavish trips, maybe. And she was fired from the show. I don't know if she left or she was fired. She made it seem like
she was demoted. Demoted, not fired.
Fired. Fired. And she probably called Andy. Fired. She called Andy and probably go, Andy, I need a couple more checks. Can I be a friend of the show? You probably feel sorry for her.
No.
He probably called her. So her divorce. Call her, Cynthia, you want to come on the show and, do a little bit. She ain't that
no. What she said, no, she was demoted. She admitted that she was demoted. She said that she was demoted as to a friend. And because she thought like Mike was going to be her world and that she could just be married and not have nothing, do nothing else, she was basically like, she's not going to come back to the show and she's not going to take the friend role. She wants to be married. Now she's not married. So it's kind of like she doubling back. She like, Andy, what about that job?
If you were demoted, you should have been in last season. She wasn't. You were fired, and now they're trying to bring you a little bit.
She was married. That's why she didn't come. She was married, and she didn't want to be a friend. She thought she was too good to be demoted. Now she don't got nothing else to do, so she got to come back on the show. She got to double back and be like, you know what? she better get what she can get because she's not married anymore. She don't got that taking up her time. So, I give it to her.
Jersey Housewives, they showed the trailer. It looks like they're gonna be a big fight. The thing I don't know about Jersey, these men are looking like Guidos. Is it Guidos? It looked like an episode, the older version of Jersey Shore. I don't know about Jersey.
Okay, you need to get into it because Jersey is like that's like the season. They got like a lot of followers. You got to get into it, girl. Okay, so it's very good. They come with the topics, the tea, the beef. Listen, they serving on Jersey. Okay, I'm just telling you, you got to get into it. But it starts out
these
with
muscle-bound men.
They're Italian. They're Italian. They're Italian.
Yeah, I can't get into it. Now watching it alone, I can't get into it.
You got to get into it. It's juicy. I'm telling you, it's better than me. They got more beef in this episode and drama than any of the other franchises. They got like Teresa alone. Like she went to jail. Like, come on, she went to jail. Her husband.
She's been out now for years.
I know, but that's what I'm getting to is like she's been out. Now she met the man of her dreams. He was like, he had a little shady past with his exes and stuff like that was coming out the woodworks. Now she's finally getting married to him. And then you see now the married Teresa. So this is going to be like a new things coming up and, friendships mending, falling apart. Now she's not, she was on better terms with her brother, Joe, and her sister-in-law, his wife. And now it seems like things fell apart. They weren't even invited. Well, it's not that they weren't invited to the wedding. They declined going to the wedding at the last minute.
That I know, and the sister-in-law was not in the wedding. So my issue, Jersey's, I don't like anyone so far on the show. I have to at least like one person. I'm not a fan of Teresa. Something about the woman I don't like. I don't know. When I used to watch Jersey, I just, I have to maybe watch and find someone I like or could relate to a little bit, or I like something about them. Right now, I don't like any of them.
Who do I like?
Jackie? The sister-in-law, she seemed okay.
I think Melissa's good. I think she tries a lot.
I may like.
Yeah, I think I like Melissa. Teresa, I'm kind of getting to like her now. Like there was things about her. I thought she was a little naive. Things were getting on my nerve. The way she was married to that, her ex, and the things like the way he treated her. It was kind of like, it was worse than Robin and Juan and their relationship, but it was along those same lines. But her husband treated her worse. Like the way he would talk to her. It was just disgusting. And then like her going to jail and then him getting deported. Like to me, she was still having his back throughout all of this. And then eventually he got deported. And I think that's what broke them up. But, leave your comment down below. Tell me, because I had a debate like that with my other friend about, do you think that Teresa would have still been married to Joe if he did not get deported? To me, yes. I think because he got deported, that's the only reason that she got a divorce. I think. Huh?
That's her way of escaping him. I think she would have still been married to him. He would have made sure she stayed married to him.
Exactly. He put her in jail and she was still like taking up for him. Even to the freaking jail cell door, she was still like having his back. So I don't know. I think that, she still would have been with him. But this trailer shows like her getting married to Louis, the man of her dreams. I don't know. I got to see. This is what I'm interested in seeing, like their dynamics together, because now he's going to be more a part of the show. And we're going to see them living together, them blending their families. So this is going to be like a new Teresa that we're seeing. And, hopefully a better Teresa and someone who treats her better than her ex-husband. And so that's going to be interesting to me.
Sister-in-law not in the wedding and they didn't come.
But that was old news. They already knew something else must have transpired that Melissa and her brother didn't go to the wedding, because they already knew from the gate. Even last season, Teresa already announced that Melissa is not going to be in her bridal party. She already said that. Yes. And they were still going.
Oh, they were going, huh?
They were still going. They decided not to go at the last minute. And from what I hear, the rumor mill is that Melissa was caught kissing some other guy, and that she cheated on Teresa's brother, her husband. So that's the rumor that Teresa and Jennifer are starting. So it's like they're starting this rumor about, Joe and Melissa having some infidelity going on. So I think that's what transpired and, made them not go, basically declining to go to the wedding at that point. But we're going to see when it comes out. And then they show another part in the trailer was Dolores and Frank. I don't know if you're familiar with them, but you got to get into this. But Dolores,
Teresa and Melissa, I will get into it once it comes on. I will start writing names and taking account of who everyone is. But right now,
So Dolores meets a new man. She used to be a correction officer. She was close. She grew up with Teresa and her brother. She's been like that with Teresa. So she was married. She got a divorce a few seasons ago. And now she met a man on the show 2 seasons or 3 seasons ago. That man didn't really treat her good. He was a doctor. He wasn't really into her at all. So now she met somebody new recently. Finally, somebody that's actually into her and that wants to spend time with her. But the problem is she's always been like BFFs with her ex-husband. He's always been around. He's on the show as like a husband. He's like a part of the franchise, basically, as like a husband, even though she hasn't been married to him. He became best friends with the ex-boyfriend of hers, the doctor. So now she got a new man. And the new man's basically like, your ex-husband is around too much. You need to do something about this ex-husband of yours. He doesn't need to be around. Your kids are adults now. So basically she breaks the news to her ex-husband. And he looks like he starts to cry. Like he really enjoys being like BFFs with Dolores. So that's going to be interesting to see. Yeah, that's going to be interesting to see. And then they got like 2 new housewives on the show. I don't know how they look like they're going to be beefing with Teresa, both of them or one of them. And it's going to be interesting to see these 2 housewives, the new housewives. They look like housewives or maybe friends they're testing out. But it's going to be interesting to see how they fit in because I feel like they haven't had like a new housewife in a while. Like Jennifer's was the last new housewife. So now it's going to be interesting to see the dynamics, but it looks like they're going to have beef with Teresa. And, Teresa is like the head bitch in charge. So to beef with her is going to be a problem. So I'm liking it already. Anybody that's going to approach Teresa and bring it, I want to see. I'm looking forward to seeing that.
And Teresa's been there from season 1.
Yeah, she's an OG.
She's the only OG there. And Melissa's been there pretty long too.
No, but not as long. She came afterwards. She basically, and that's what I liked about like the conflict with them, the little conflict was like, how did she end up coming on the show? Because her brother and Teresa ended up being on the show, but the sister, Teresa, never knew that her brother was coming on the show. As far as what Teresa's saying, like she didn't know her brother was going to be a part of the show, but they came like maybe 2-3 seasons after. They weren't from the beginning. Teresa's like an OG. She's been there from the beginning, and I think she is the only housewife who's been on there as long. Dolores was on there too, but she was kind of like fired, demoted, and then brought back.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. I'll watch it. Seems interesting.
Yes, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the end of our quick tea. Please continue to like, subscribe to our YouTube channel, comment below. Soon we'll be discussing Housewives of New Jersey. So just stay tuned for upcoming videos. Thank you.
Toodles.